How historic is Prime Minister Tariq Rahman's swearing in for Bangladesh? What is the general perception of this new government at this moment, domestically and internationally?
The main problem is the government just take the responsibility from the interim government of Dr. Muhammad Yunus. So we have to wait and see at least for 100 days or more before we comment how is the government. But we have seen many of the influential, controversial leaders of BNP are not part of this new government, and most of the leaders, even before they were named for the cabinet, nobody were aware of their portfolio. So it's certainly a new phenomena, and lots of student leaders who were in the past, or those who were in democratic struggle for 17 years, they are also been a part of this government. So yeah, that is some kind of happiness among the student politicians, those who have been in long-term struggle for democratic change, reform, and other things. And the Tariq Rahman is the hope for Bangladeshi politics for now, because he starts some new kind of politics after a long time, staying in the UK. But on his exile, when he was there, so he was very much connected with the political friends, comrades, and others. And when he returned last year, he tried to start a new era, and he said that we want to make this country for all, and we want to eliminate the discrimination. And now the election, once it finished, and then the government is formed, that there are some changes, in terms of his attitude and other things, which is very significant, because in past we never see the
Mhm.
opposition leaders are being visited by the winning party. That this is the first time we have seen that he has visited opposition Jamaat leader at his house, and also other major political party leaders were also seen taking picture with
Right.
him.
So,
So this
Mr.
is a new
Muqtadir,
beginning
on
for
that
Bangladesh.
note, do you see this as a return to traditional BNP politics, or does it represent a new political direction for Bangladesh?
Of course, I do believe that. I say that Tariq Rahman is hope for currently. He's the hope for Bangladeshi democracy and other things. And he just started with new hope. First, he visited the opposition leader, which is very unprecedented in Bangladeshi political history, at least for my experience in the last 35 years. We haven't seen like this, because the people here wanted to see that political leaders, whether the rivals or opponents, after the election, they will shake hand and they will move on. But we haven't seen in past. The first time we have seen this in Bangladesh, and it's a huge. It's really unprecedented. So this is the beginning, and there are some protests in Dhaka by some far right group, but yes, we are more hopeful about the beginning, because what we have seen last 17 years of Sheikh Hasina's misrule, cracking down on opposition, extrajudicial killing, and forced disappearance. So I mean, it was barbaric for years. So to start new on the fresh start, we need to. There are someone should be start the first thing with welcoming the opponent. So we have seen this.
Looking forward, what kind of Bangladesh should South Asia and neighbors like Nepal expect over the next 5 years under Prime Minister Tariq Rahman?
That's Nepal is closest friend of Bangladesh. It's always. It's like I mean, the people who are coming to Bangladesh, or those who are traveling to Nepal, despite all odds and other things, despite the travel expenses is higher than any other travel to our neighbor. It's Nepal is the most relevant and reliable partner of Bangladesh, and you know, the Bangladesh, when the Tariq Rahman father was in power in the 80s, he was the proponent of the Stark, the idea of Stark. And Tariq Rahman and his government, I believe that they wanted to have the revival of Stark, because the Stark is one of hope for South Asian countries, those who are not the major power like the Pakistan and India. So that would be a significant part. And the other thing is the for the educational purpose. The many Nepali students are coming to Bangladesh for the medical education and even in higher studies. And I believe in the future it will be more. It will be creating more scope in Bangladesh, and equally the tourism of Nepal will be boosted definitely by Bangladeshi tourists with other features.